Hello. Welcome back to the Twin Times Podcast, episode 39, and it's been a long time between these ones, hasn't
Yes, that's right. We've done this since, February?
Something like that. It's been a while between innings, but we're going to have a guest interview for a little bit, so that's why we're here. And we're going to talk about that now. So we've had a fair few of them. We've had about 5, I think, in total. Yeah. Overall, between Amy, Brandon, Sarah, Hannah, and Priya. What, in a way, was maybe your favourite, a key takeaway, or that you enjoyed?
Obviously, they all somewhat come from similar backgrounds. They don't all have a disability, but they work in the disability space in some kind of form in the film industry. So I think that was kind of cool, and that's sort of something that was a link between all of them. Like, we met all these people at the Drug and Change Summit.
We did, yeah.
So, which was in November last year. So that was something to get like 5 interviews out of that, and to get 5 people who we thought were really great in their fields to speak about what they do. It was really great and really insightful. And yeah, they were all fantastic.
Yeah, especially Priya's.
Yeah, Priya's was really great. I really liked Priya's. No disrespect, but I think that was my favourite.
I think they're all good in their own way.
Yeah.
Especially when I was because I do the bulk of the editing when it comes to this podcast. You show up, mate.
That's all I do.
But yeah, I did the bulk of it, and going through the entire episodes from start to finish, it was quite good. They all had little pockets of information that we could use and pick it from. So I really, really enjoyed it.
Do you think they all talked about similar subjects within the disability space, or was it all sort of different?
Well, they all had sort of like every sort of structure that we had was sort of similar to what the last person was doing, but they all had different takes on it. So it wasn't like they didn't give the same answer every time. So I feel that's what made it a bit more of a variety.
But didn't you, when you send them a previous episode of the podcast, so they could go, oh yeah, I could answer it.
But also I think a fair few of them got Hasham's episode, which is completely different to what we'd be talking about. That's about street photography and photography in the photography space. How you going, Hasham? If you're watching, but yeah, that's his sort of field. So that's got nothing to do with disability, and advertising and filmmaking. So I just sort of thought, that might not work out for. I think it was Amy that got sent that, and even Brandon. So But the rest of them, I think, got Amy's episode, or Brandon's, or I think Priya may have gotten. No, she didn't get Sarah's, because Sarah's had only just come out. So that's exciting. But they were all great, in their own way. I loved all their insights, and they were funny to talk to at times as well. They were nice little jokes.
Hannah was very witty,
very funny. But I also knew that going in. That she would be quite hilarious to talk to. If you've watched the film Audrey, she was hilarious in that. So you can only imagine what she was like in real person, across the screen, obviously. But it was good to have them all on and to get their insights on things that are changing in the industry, which is great. No, they're all great. Give them a watch. They're all fantastic.
Great.
So hopefully we get another one coming soon. We've approached a few people. One of them has said no. 2 we are waiting on. So see what's going on. The footy season has been cracking. Essendon got off to a rough start, but we're going all right now. Port were off to a rough start, but they had a big win over Hawthorn last night. Fly nowhere, Jack. You're flying nowhere, Jack.
Oh, fuck, that's so funny.
God.
Well, I saw that.
When that happened, that was only, 6 months? No, a long time ago now, not 6 months.
It was last year in the finals.
Yeah. What did you think of it when Kenny pulled out the aeroplanes?
I thought it was like, it's a bit much.
Bit much? You didn't like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought Oh, it's a bit of theatre. It's funny.
Mm.
It's funny. It gives the footy world something to talk about.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. But yeah, we had a shit start.
Yeah. Now you're flying. And we had a great game on the weekend, the Dons. We went to the game, so...
Yeah, it was great. It was good atmosphere too.
It was.
The fucking security guard.
Oh yeah, the front. Yeah, because we were front row pretty much, and there was a security guard that had sunnies on, and there was a few of the blokes. Every time he got up he had to get up for a goal so he could watch the crowd, and the crowd had just egging him on to take him off. And there was a couple of times he actually did one of these ones, and took him off slightly and then put him back on. Yeah. So we egged on the crowd. He was being a good sport about it. He was. So. He was being a good bloke. But we had a good win, and we also went to the Barossa game. Yeah, which was great. North and the Suns.
Yeah, it was a good atmosphere.
It was like a local.
Yeah, a local type game. I reckon they'll have the Barossa League grand final there.
Oh, they have to.
Yeah, they have to.
They have
it was
to.
Great.
So.
It was great atmosphere, and they got 10,000 people.
Yeah, I know. It's the most Lindocs ever had, I reckon.
I know.
But having said that, reception was atrocious.
Yeah,
couldn't text, couldn't call, couldn't do it. I could receive things, but I couldn't send anything, do anything. So
they gotta fix that.
So Pistol Peter, that's the next job, mate.
Otherwise you're not getting my vote.
Put a 5G tower up in Lindoc, and it should be alright.
I heard. I think the Crows or an SO side, they want to play down in the Barossa.
Oh right. Yeah, where did you hear this?
Yesterday.
Fox Footy. Okay.
Yeah, they want to play down in the Barossa.
Mm.
So I don't know if it'll happen, but that would be pretty good.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. Get a local side.
Could you get a night game down there?
Yeah, it's all night. It's all lights.
Lit it up.
Lit it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be sick. Friday night footy.
Oh mate, Friday night in the Barossa.
Friday night in the Barossa at Lindoc.
Maybe that's something we're going to organise. Can't AFL, Peter, work your magic.
Yeah.
No, I'd love to see that. But yeah, the footy season's been going alright so far. So.
Yeah.
We're Easter now. Easter round's coming up, and we've got Anzac Day. So
yeah,
the big rounds are coming up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good Friday,
Easter Friday,
Easter
Monday footy,
Easter Sunday.
Yep. Simon Goodwin's D's though don't look all that pleasing.
0-5.
0-5.
I'll be 0-6 next week.
Oh no! Who have they got? Can you get it up?
They got the Hawks.
Do they? No.
Oh no, they don't. No, they don't. They got the Dockers.
The Dockers in Perth.
In Melbourne.
Okay.
At the MCG.
Dockers are up and about, so I don't know.
Up and about.
Yeah, Goodies D's are not going well.
Where are they right now?
Melbourne.
They're second to last.
The Eagles.
The Eagles are last. We're 11th. The Bombers are 13th. And top of the ladder are the Lions.
Brizzy Lions. They had a great
Gold Coast Suns.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
This year. Gold Coast, they're going to win the Premiership.
How are Gold Coast tracking for you?
They'll make finals.
Yeah. They're going well.
I think they'll make finals. I don't know if they'll be top 4.
What about the Crowies?
I think they will go pretty decent this year.
I
don't know about us. We've had a rough start. We probably will come back from here. But I don't. We might go on the top 8, but we will sit 8.
Yeah.
We won't be higher than that.
And then there's us. I don't make a prediction after last year.
Yeah.
We'll just go with what happens. But yeah. No, I think Goodwin will be in a bit of trouble if he can't sort something out soon. I think there'll be
huge consequences.
Huge consequences and questions coming to his name. So there could be a new job in Demonland potentially.
Who would take it? Bucks?
No, I don't reckon. I think Bucks has got the Tassie job, I reckon, if he wants it. But you know, that's just my opinion. No, I don't know who takes it personally. There's not a lot of coaches out in the market at the moment that could take it. Maybe Blake Carousella. He's someone. He's an assistant at Bomberland, but he's wanted a job at a senior club for a while. Daniel Gian Syracuse as well is another one.
This is off topic. Does Travis Cloak work for your club?
Yeah, he does.
I didn't know that.
I don't know if he's a water boy, but he does the water boy stuff. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. I don't know his role. He's
Yeah.
probably not a water boy, but yeah. It does.
Yeah.
It does work for our club.
Yeah.
Why's that?
Yeah, I just found that funny because I saw him when he was training with the Bombers
Ah, okay, right.
before the game was starting on Saturday night.
Ah,
Fucking hell. He joined the other side.
right. That's right.
Joined the other
On the
side.
better side.
The better side. The
Yeah.
better side. Anzac Day's coming up soon.
It is. It's going to be a cracker check game. It always is. Is there any tennis news, Brian?
Roland Garros is coming soon in May. Yeah. There's a new Carlos Alcaraz
Yeah, there is.
coming
I
out.
don't know when, but it is.
And there's going to be a Rafa one coming out.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Fuck
I
yeah.
don't know when. Probably might be before Roland Garros, you'd think, because he's the king of clay. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think the Carlos Alcaraz one comes out in a few weeks or a few days.
Yeah.
Something like that. Comes out this month.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be watching that. And
Yeah.
keen on. Carlos is the king at the moment.
The
So, he's.
So what do you think, Yannick Sinner?
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up.
The drug cheat.
Oh, you know, how does WADA get involved in that type of situation and only give him, what was it, a month? Well, how long?
3 months.
3
But
months.
it's not even long enough. He's
And you think-
going to be able to play Roland Garros.
And you think, like this is my club that I'm about to bring in here, but at my club years ago, who got cheated out for drugs, got a year.
Most people get a year.
Get a year. So why?
Willie Rioli, is that his name?
Yeah, he got.
a year.
Yeah. So why is one of the top tennis players in the world just getting the slap on the wrist?
I know.
Oh, you were a bad boy. You used some. What did he use? Some cream.
Some cream that has some type of steroid in it, I think.
Yeah, well, that's fucked.
Yeah.
He should get a treatment like everyone else.
Yeah.
You know, the right and fair punishment, which is a year, potentially more. Now that he's gone. Oh, you just get slapped. No worries, mate. Back to Roland Garros.
Yeah.
Nick Kyrgios was furious.
Yeah, he's furious.
Oh.
Djokovic was furious as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
Very furious. Yeah. They probably.
You got to think something's going on in the background.
They're going to brawl him, probably.
Oh, for sure. I don't blame them. You can't get away with that sort of shit. You just can't.
Yeah.
There are two things sportsmen and women, sports people, do not want to get in trouble for. Fixing matches, gambling, and taking drugs.
Yeah.
It's the two things they never want to get caught out for. One of them he's been caught out for and he's just let off the wrist.
It's fucked.
You got to think something's going on in the background for that to be able to just be a 3-month ban. I was furious when I found that out.
Yeah.
Fucking fuming. Who knows? We'll find out. Roland Garros, so
Yeah.
he'll be booed off the park, I reckon. Yeah. Okay.
I did see something, I don't know if it's true, but Roger Federer wanted to come back and play.
Yeah, I know, but that's...
I don't think
that'll
that'll happen.
No.
But
Enjoy retirement,
Enjoy
Roger.
it. Maybe you can have like an exhibition. sort
Yeah,
of.
absolutely. Have a hit.
Have a hit with Carlos. Or, you know.
And we're hit for us is like, what?
Yeah.
Just a tight little play about.
Yeah.
For them, it'd be a smashing.
That's right.
Yeah. No, have a hit, mate. Go have a hit.
Go have it.
But enjoy retirement.
That's
You know,
right.
You've given a lot to the game, and that's all you needed to do.
That's
So,
right.
That's all you needed
Lay
to do.
in the sun.
That's right. Lay in the sun. Lay in the sun. The Oscars. Honora.
One.
So many awards.
Everything.
Were you shocked? I was very
Yeah, I was.
shocked. I didn't watch Honora, so I can't speak on it. But, you know, I didn't expect it to come out. I thought Brutalist was going to win a lot of the awards, and I don't think it did.
No.
Only won a few.
Yeah.
And then, like, even when, what's her name? Is it Mickey Madison?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. When she won Best Actress, that's when I was like, holy shit, this has got some momentum.
When when she went on stage and won, I thought, this is winning Best Picture.
Yeah.
They're going to win Best Picture.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I won Best Picture. But who's the director? Sean someone?
Sean Baker.
Sean Baker, there you go.
Yeah. Sean Baker.
Yeah, he did a great speech about the movies and going to the theatre and how we need more of that experience within our society.
Yeah.
And how we need to push more independent films.
That's right.
To the theatre and not streaming.
Yeah, that's right.
So, do you agree with that?
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I think we need more.
Do you think it's dying? Not necessarily the movie making industry, but cinema.
The experience
of going to a cinema. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's looking bleak. But
because you think, like, the last film we went to see in the theatre was The Complete Unknown, and it was a great film about Bob Dylan, but how many people were in that theatre? Probably 10? It wasn't packed.
No.
Last time I went to a packed theatre was Oppenheimer, and then every seat was filled. So...
makes you think. I don't know if it will ever go, but the movies you're seeing in the theatre, it will change.
Yeah.
It will change. I don't think, all I'll say is, I don't think it will ever go. The movie experience and movie going experience will always be there. But the type of movies you see, they're not necessarily going to be independent, or they might, because people are maybe a bit sick of franchise films.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, no, I am, but I've been sick of them for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of franchise, Spider-Man's coming out next year. That should be good. Bring her home, or bring home, whatever the fuck it's called. What's it called? Yeah, something home.
Something home. Yeah. Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah,
that should be.
Yeah,
good.
it will be.
Yeah.
It'll be amazing. But those type of films you go to for a cinema release, and hopefully that the pendulum will swing, and we'll start to see more and more independence be pushed into a cinema. That's what I'd like to see. But yeah, the Oscars was great on the night, or on the day here, and we wish everybody who won success in their careers, and see more of them in films, and hopefully next year's build-up's just as good.
That's right.
Should be good. Hopefully we can get to the cinema a bit more too. Well, what are you looking forward to seeing? Do you have something in mind? F1 looks alright.
Yeah, I want to go see F1. Were you going to say something?
No.
Just the way it looks.
Yeah.
And the way it's shot. It's like, fuck.
That
That looks nice. That looks really nice. I want to see it. Yeah.
Comes out this winter. American summer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There was a Robert De Niro film.
Auto Kings.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's about a crime boss. Or mafia boss.
Yeah. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
Yeah. I think that's out now.
Was it out now? Okay. Well, looks good.
Yeah, we could head to Hoyt's. I don't think it's at Reading.
Okay.
Yeah, we could give it a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Bobby De Niro is a great actor.
Bobby De Niro.
Yeah, no, all well, and hopefully a good build up for next year. The other Academy Awards. We're almost at 100. Are we?
Yeah.
What was this one?
Fuck.
98?
This was the 97th Academy
Wow, so that
Awards.
was close. So we're 2 more years off. Because the 90. Yeah, but 98's the next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Conan's back.
Conan's back. He was great.
And he was amazing.
He was great. He was very great. He's been probably the best host.
He had a slight...
For a long time.
Yeah, he had a slight dig at Trump, because at the time, Trump and Zelensky had that, thing that happened in the White House. We'll talk about that in a minute, but yeah, he had a slight dig there, and loved every minute of it.
Conan was a great host.
He was great.
He's doing it next year too.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I hope he gets it for a few more years.
Yeah.
He's great host.
He's very good.
Yeah.
Very good at what he does.
Absolutely. If you haven't watched the Dodford doc on YouTube about him as well, really good. Very insightful, isn't it?
Very good.
Yeah, I knew a lot of that late night background where he didn't host it for that long and got kicked out and then got his own show and built success.
Jay Leno.
Fucking Jay Leno. Fucking destroyed the cut.
Yeah.
But, he came back, So.
He hosts a car show now.
Jay Leno?
Or
Who the
used
fuck?
to.
What, on NBC? Or some cable show?
Well, I don't know what show it is, but I don't know if he still hosts it.
He thinks he's Jerry Seinfeld.
That's right.
Yeah, comedians in cars getting coffee. Great show. Go get it with a watch on there.
Yeah.
Our election's in 3 weeks. Australian, that is.
The Australian election.
Get
your democracy
snag on May 3rd.
Yeah.
The moment. Where do you think the country's ultimately heading?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think there was a poll this morning. I think Labor were just winning.
Yeah. And they had a debate the other day.
I
think our vote won that debate quite easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's going to be one of the closest elections we have.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time in an election I don't know who to vote for. Like, I generally don't know, and I think I'll make my mind up on the day.
Yeah. Then it sucks that we have to vote.
Yeah.
Because if I was in this situation, I wouldn't vote.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You just go, forget it. It's not happening this year.
It's not happening this year.
Yeah.
Forget it.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens on May 3rd.
Yeah. But I guess you could get fucked on the ballot. I wouldn't do that, but there are some people that do that.
But some people don't agree with the whole compulsory
voting.
But the thing is, though, if it wasn't compulsory, no one would vote. Because I'm sorry to Australians that watch this podcast, but we're the laziest country in the world.
That's right.
Tim
Dillon was right.
We don't care. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be interesting to see. But, go get yourself a democracy snag on May 3rd.
Vote whoever you want to vote for.
We're
not political here.
No, that's
why we talk about
political subjects. It's a free country. Everyone can vote for who they want.
That's right.
You vote for
you can vote Labor, Liberal,
below the line. Vote for the marijuana party, whatever you want to vote for.
That's what I did on you.
Yeah, that's right. No, vote for who you want to vote for.
Yeah.
Have fun on May 3rd, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah. Politics. Let's get to US politics, because that's been a bit entertaining of late and sent the country into a bit of a world spin.
Yeah.
And not only our country, but the world. Fucking Trump and his tariffs.
Yeah.
So he's paused it for 90 days, but pretty much most of last week I'm thinking, well, fuck,
we're gone.
We're gone. We're not going to make the end of the week.
Yeah.
We're going to go into recession and our hours are going to get cut and fucking jobs will be lost. I was thinking the worst.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he rocks up and says, we're going to pause for 90 days. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What a big kid. Do you think some people think there's a reason behind all this? Do you think there is? It's about America, pro-America, I understand that, but he
wants to put America back on top. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, but then some people think to put us in recession, that's how it will make it happen, to put them back on top, to reset everything.
Yeah, maybe, but
it's a
ridiculous sort of
way to
think about.
Yeah, I know.
Put everyone in recession and then America will be on top again. I don't think so.
Yeah. Look, you put tariffs on our beef.
You did.
Our beef!
Yeah,
what's wrong with our cows, mate?
It's better than your fucking cows.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think, I think I said something when he first got into power. He's gonna change some things.
He's changed some things, alright. Yeah. He embarrassed himself on the world stage with Zelensky.
Yeah. You haven't got the cards.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I know. Yeah. But that was history.
That was history.
Right there.
It was history.
You can tell your kids about that.
Yeah.
And he's still trying to make a deal with
he's still trying to make a deal with him. He's trying to stop the war. But, yeah. I don't know if he knows how to. He's trying to. But, yeah.
No, it was a total fuckwit for treating Zelensky the way he did.
Especially JD Vance, because I like JD. I liked him. I thought he was really good. And for him to go, you know, you haven't said thank you to the president once. So what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah, that's right.
Don't even. He's thanked him already, and he's thanked him. He's thanked the country 100,000 times for helping them with the Ukraine war, the war effort in Ukraine. You know, like fuck off, you entitled prick.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
it's terrible.
You're an entitled wanker.
So now you obviously think JD Vance is a fucking
wanker.
Yeah.
Wanker.
No. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? It's interesting to see what's going to play out, especially with these 90 days. Because he said if there's no better deal for the US within that time,
he's going to do it for everyone.
He's going to do it for everyone and keep doing it. So yeah, let's see what happens.
But he hasn't stopped it with China.
No, he hasn't.
And then China has fought back with tariffs themselves.
Yeah.
Tariffs or tariffs?
It's tariffs.
Tariffs.
Yes.
They fought back.
So
yeah. That's scary too.
Yeah.
Interesting and scary.
Yep.
2025.
A year. So far.
Yeah. Not even,
we're not even 6 months in.
Not even 6 months in.
Yeah, I know.
What is it, April?
It's April now.
Yeah. So we're 4 months in.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not. It's been a whirlwind, but we're getting through.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And hopefully everything's okay and peaceful.
Yeah.
Something that did change history in terms of wrestling. John Cena's heel turn at the chamber.
Yeah. Elimination chamber.
First of all, the pay-per-view. Overall,
the pay-per-view I thought was a little average.
Yeah.
Looking back at it, it was a little average. There were some matches that were good, some matches that were okay. Yeah, it was just a little average. Obviously, it was all built up to that final moment.
That final moment paid WWE a lot of money.
It's doing doing good things.
So, we'll talk about the night, the day here. Yeah. When Cena won the match, and Cody and Rock came out, and it wasn't a separate segment, did you have a little feeling like something's going to happen?
Yeah, I did think something's happening here, but I didn't know if it was going to be Cena turning heel. I had no idea. But I sort of thought something's happening here. John can't just stay out here and not do something. Yeah, something's happening here. And then when he hugged Cody and did that evil look to the Rock, I thought, oh shit, it's happening. It's happening. He's turning heel. And then
you know what a classic line I heard?
What?
Michael Cole said, "There's kids watching, John." And then I read an Instagram comment said, "Nah, Michael, we all grew up." And there's some truth to that. This is a guy we've watched since we were 6 or 7 and absolutely loved. Hustle, loyalty, respect, you know, all that. The good guy. Taking down the bad guys. And to reverse that 20 years later, 20 plus years later, for us to be in our almost mid-20s now, and to see that unfold the way it did in his last year as well.
But this is the thing, will he be heel for the whole entire year?
I don't see it.
I can see it until SummerSlam. That
This is why,
then he turns on The Rock or
Yeah.
some shit.
This is why. This is my opinion. WrestleMania is this weekend.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
So this is a part of the segment.
Yeah,
Surely.
it's exciting. But I think John doesn't win as a heel.
Okay.
I think Cody has to win this weekend
Nah,
to fit the storyline.
I think Cena wins.
Okay.
And The Rock is involved in some way.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I feel anyway. The Rock is involved in some way. And maybe Travis Scott.
I don't reckon.
Oh, fucking...
Yes, maybe.
Someone had a golden. Bubba Ray, I think, had a golden.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah. What did he say?
Oh, because he burst Cody Rhodes' eardrum and gave him a black eye.
And?
Well, you know, he's not a professional, and he just did that, I don't know, deliberately maybe, I don't know.
Triple H have an issue with it?
I don't think so.
Well then, move the fuck on.
Yeah. But Bubba Ray said if he when he comes back to WWE, he's gonna, and Travis Scott's, I'm gonna permanently squash him. That's what he said.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But and also, I just don't think he likes celebrities coming in and thinking.
Yeah, but celebrities sell the idea and the product.
They do.
Like, what do you reckon? John's a celebrity?
Yeah.
Pretty much. He's been in the movie game for a long time now. He only comes back now and then, and he's obviously back for the year.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The Rock is the same.
Yeah. But at least they're professional.
Yeah, they're professionals. They've been in the ring.
They've been in the ring.
I understand that.
What it's like.
But it's like, you know, why do you think they brought Mike Tyson all those years ago?
Yeah.
When Stone Cold and Shawn and all that were going on.
Yeah.
Why do you think, you know, there's been other celebrities that have been involved in matchups.
Money Mayweather,
Floyd Mayweather was part of the show at one point, you know. You got to think about these things. These people sell tickets. You advertise them for shows, they're going to sell tickets.
Yeah.
You advertise their song to be for the theme song, and they're there at the show, they're going to sell tickets. You know, that's what Triple H is thinking about. Money.
Yeah.
Not if someone's going to get a... And to be honest, Cody getting a black eye, money.
Yeah.
That sells more tickets.
Yeah.
For more people to come back to Raw the next night, SmackDown the following week, to hear him out.
Yeah. Sure. The crowds, though,
Amazing.
in Europe, they're
Amazing.
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 I think they're going on a
They're going on another one.
On another tour. I think they go to Paris or something like that. Clash in Paris or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. And before then, they're gonna do like a whole month in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
They're coming to Australia at some point
Yeah,
as
they
well.
are too. They're coming.
Yeah, I'd love to get there.
Let's
But
hope.
let's hope.
But yeah, back to WrestleMania. So you don't think John is winning?
I don't think.
What about Punk? Punk, Rollins.
I'm so happy he's got his main
Yeah.
event. I'm so happy. It's been a long time in the making.
Should've
It
got
would
it
have
years ago.
it would have happened last year
Yeah.
if he wasn't injured,
Yeah.
and that's right.
You should have got it years ago.
Should have happened.
You should have had it the year of WrestleMania 28.
Yeah, okay. I don't agree with that.
You don't?
No, I don't. Because Rock and Cena, that build was amazing.
It was.
And I feel
But he also had a stellar year.
he had a great year. I'm not saying Punk had a shit year at all, but you know, once again, sells tickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Rock and Cena on the billing. That sells tickets. And it did. It was their big, at the time, there's been bigger buyouts, but at the time it was their biggest pay-per-view buy and the most tickets they sold for WrestleMania ever.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you got to think about, money. But I agree, maybe 29, he should have probably main evented. Yeah, I agree for that. We didn't need Rock and Cena again.
Yeah.
Even though... No, the match was okay. Rock was injured.
28 was better.
Yeah, 28 was better. And Rock was injured.
Yeah.
You can't really do much about that. Shit happens. But yeah, that's something that needed to happen, I think.
Yeah.
So 29, he should have main evented. But he's getting it now.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad he's got it. And the build for their match, Roman and Seth. And Paul Heyman. In Punk's corner.
What's the
In Punk's corner.
Punk's corner. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see.
It'll be interesting to see. And it's this weekend.
Sunday morning here.
Yeah. And Monday morning.
Yeah.
Easter Sunday, Easter Monday.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Mm.
It's going to be a good build.
Mm.
But unfortunate for Kevin Owens.
Yeah, he got injured.
Mm.
Neck injury. I saw some comments on there saying this is fake. It's like, it's not fake.
Mm.
He's injured.
He's properly hurt.
Properly hurt. I didn't know he was hurt for 4 months though.
Mm.
And been weighing off for 4 months.
I reckon that, that power bomb we took through that ladder would have affected things heaps. Yeah. Unfortunate. But at least he now works in a company where they give you time off for that shit.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
thank God for that.
And he probably said to H, I want to try and go as long as I can with this injury. Because we're near WrestleMania.
He probably would have said, like, I want to try and do WrestleMania, but probably docs have said,
No,
you've done enough, you
do it.
can't do much more, or else you're gonna have permanent
It
damage.
sucks because this is the best time of year for them.
Mm.
It's like it's their Super Bowl.
It's their grand final.
It's their grand final. No,
Yeah.
so fuck.
In Vegas too.
In Vegas, entertainment capital.
Entertainment, that's right, entertainment capital.
And it's also gambling capital.
Mm. Yeah, so
What happens in Vegas stays
stays in
in
Vegas.
Vegas.
So we'll find
What do you
out.
think, Randy? Is he going to have a match?
I don't know.
A lot of people are thinking Nick Aldis should get in the ring.
Yeah, why not?
GM
Why not?
for SmackDown.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? He needs
He
something.
has said in the past that he wants to.
Nick Aldis?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wants to. So.
Yeah,
And he looks pretty fit.
well, I fucking hope he does. Yeah, he can go.
He
He can go 10 minutes with Randy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
More than that, 20.
Yeah, probably. Probably longer. Yeah, no, I'd like to see it. But we'll see what happens.
Mm.
I'm sure we'll find out more tomorrow. And on Saturday.
Mm.
Cena's advertised for Saturday.
Oh, for SmackDown. Nice.
So if you want to watch that,
Nice.
by all means we can.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. And the Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
But I think we sort of knew he would be on that show.
Yeah.
And he's advertised for Backlash. So we'll be watching that pay-per-view as well.
Mm.
Yeah, good build-up. We're keen. WrestleMania.
It's this weekend.
Big time of year. Big time of year.
Do you think it's a bit weird that it's in late April? It's usually in early April.
Yeah, it's the first one ever held over Easter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is a bit strange, but,
It's usually in late March or early April.
Yeah. Yeah, but whatever works. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's all you got to do. Yeah. I think next year's early April, so
Yeah.
it's a bit weird.
Mm.
It is what it is.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Bit of sad news.
Mm.
Former Collingwood player Andrew Krakouer died of a heart attack about
Yeah.
a week or two ago.
Mm.
Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and to everyone who worked with him or played with him along in the AFL and outside of footy as well. He was a great player. He played in the 2011 grand final.
Yeah.
That was one of his highlights of his career. He had a great day out. They didn't get the jockeys on the day. Geelong won the flag, but he did have a good game and was a really consistent player over that year. And Mick Moldhouse said he was one of the hardest workers to play for our club.
Yeah.
Same with Nathan Buckley.
Yeah.
Said the same. So thoughts and prayers are with him. What do you remember of the high flying Cracker?
He seemed like a really gutsy player.
Mhm.
Always wanting the ball, always running down, chasing players.
Yeah.
He was good.
Great Indigenous player.
Yeah.
But Indigenous players are meant to be born to play this game.
Born to play the game. Absolutely. They're incredible. Incredible athletes.
Rest in peace, mate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate to have a heart attack at such a young age.
Yeah. And how old was he?
40 something.
Fuck.
Very young. Very young. So, yeah. He had a bit of a tough time as well. He was in jail for a bit.
Okay.
And finally got his life back on track
Mm.
when he was back playing footy and did a lot for the Indigenous community after footy and all sorts and ended in the way it did, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Rest in peace, mate.
Yeah.
Our Killmer, Killmer, died as well.
Yeah.
Top Gun. He was in Top Gun and
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick.
Mm.
But Top Gun Maverick had a small little role, and I think he was quite sick at that time as well.
He'd been battling cancer.
He contributed a lot to our cinema
Yep.
and to the movie making business.
Yep.
I think Tom Cruise put out a lovely tribute to him,
Obviously.
and was a great actor, but was well known for Top Gun. What do you remember of our
Top Gun?
mainly Top Gun?
Yeah, Top Gun. But there was a few other films that he was a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he was in Heat.
Heat?
Yeah, he was in Heat. He was in The Prince of Egypt.
Oh yeah?
Deja Vu with Denzel Washington.
Wow.
Yeah. Felon.
Yep.
For some kids, he was in Planes.
Oh god.
Animated movie.
Yeah.
He's in Spartan.
Oh yeah?
Billy the Kid
Billy the Kid.
in 1989.
Nice.
There were some other films that I
Yeah.
saw him in, but they're not
They're
sure.
the ones that are coming up.
They're the ones that are coming up that I...
Yeah, well, they still contributed a lot
Yeah.
to cinema.
Yeah.
Did some great things in it, and from what we hear, he was a lovely person as well to
Yeah.
be around and
Yeah.
really contributed. So, forever and always, Iceman.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest
mate.
in peace.
You'll forever be missed.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to bring up?
So this is sort of relating back to the movie thing. So, you know with Creator Camp, how they're hosting a film festival at the end of this month. So that's, in a way, essentially they want to bring the movie-going experience back.
Yeah.
But they want to do it for internet creators
Yeah.
or internet filmmakers to see their films shown in a theatre. And they're doing that at the end of this month.
Yeah.
And I think that's... When I talk about there are going to be certain films that the movie-going experience will always be there, but the films will change, that's what I think is going to be happening.
Right.
So you're going to be seeing more internet films or YouTube films, if you want to call it that, in the cinema. And this is just the beginning. This is just the start.
Do you think they're knocking on Hollywood's doorstep? Do you think that's...
I don't... I think it will be a little while.
Jack Conti's pushing it.
Absolutely, he's pushing it. He wants it to happen.
Yeah.
Because he's a part of that digital creative space. He really is. And it's growing. It's growing. So it wouldn't shock me if you see, for example, a Natalie Lynn film, documentary film in cinemas in 5 years' time. It wouldn't shock me. Or who's that other one? Ellie
Mills.
Ellie Mills? Is it Ellie Mills?
I'm
That's
pretty
it?
sure.
Her name? It wouldn't shock me if you see a film like that in cinemas in 5 years' time. It wouldn't shock me. Because there's even a film... There was some creator that made a film, and it's now been given the green light at Sony.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're on about. The bloke who made that film and the start of it's like, what number am I thinking?
That's right.
Yeah, no, I know who you're on about.
I can't remember what...
You know, I was thinking of the fucking number that he said in the line. I think it was 8 or 7.
It was
something.
7.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. And I went, how the fuck did you get that? And it was like, right, we're going to watch this.
Yeah.
And it was such a good
It was
short
great.
film.
It was great.
It was great.
But that's what I think is going to happen more. I think that's what the sort of films you're going to see. Because, don't get me wrong, like I said before, franchise movies are great, but a lot of people are sick of them. A lot of people are sick of them, and they want that independent feel back. And I feel that that's where you're going to get the independence from. It's... You know, I've sort of said this to you multiple times. The next Martin Scorsese isn't going to come from no disrespect, but an SA Film Corp. It's going to come from the internet. It's going to come from YouTube. Because that is where everything is now.
Do you think more production companies need to start looking at these types of filmmakers?
Yes. Because that's where it is. That's where it is.
Yeah, I agree.
No disrespect to SA Film Corp or anything like that.
Yeah.
What you do is great, but you're not going to get
You're not going to get it from an attachment.
You're going to get it from the internet. What is being shot right now and being seen right
on a
now.
tiny little
camera.
Yeah. No, I agree. The industry's changing.
Yeah.
And people have got to change with it.
That's right.
So it's going to be interesting to see these types of people. Like, I'd love to see the camp studios, what they call themselves.
The camp studios.
Them reach the mountaintop and actually get to the A24 level.
Fuck yeah.
It'd be fantastic. A team of 3, that would probably potentially grow to more, but you know, it's going to be an amazing thing. What Max, Chris and Simon are doing is absolutely outstanding. And it's going to make waves in the industry, and it's certainly going to promote better filmmaking experiences and promote more people to get to the cinema and watch a film that was made on a small camera like we've got now, or a bigger one like a Sony FX3 or something like that. Yeah. So it's going to be amazing.
That's pretty small.
It is still pretty small, but it's fucking expensive. Yeah. But there's a couple of cameras that Canon have released that are coming out. The V1 and the RV something as well, and they're only like $1,000, as much as your fucking phone.
Yeah.
And they can shoot great quality stuff. And it's like, well, you know,
time to get one.
Time to look at it. Yeah. So, who knows? Is that about it?
Yeah, for me. What about you?
I don't think there's much to bring up for me. Just, go watch our guest interviews, please. Yeah. It'd be fantastic. We loved interviewing every single one of them, and they all had great insights. And it was good to be back, not in the box, but in normal space. So
yeah, that's right.
We absolutely love it. So I hope you enjoyed too. This has been the Twin Times Podcast. I've been Lewis.
I've been Charlie.
We wish you nothing but peace and love throughout the rest of the week. If you are on Spotify, please give us a rating out of 5 stars and a follow. And if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Other than that, we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Bye-bye.